Welcome to today's news discussion. I'm Sonia.
And I'm Simon. Let's dive into the top stories.
SK Hynix, a major Korean memory chip maker, saw its stock soar 14% on its U.S. market debut. The company raised $26.5 billion by pricing its American depository receipts at $149 each.
That's a significant amount of capital raised. What does this mean for SK Hynix's position in the market?
The reporting suggests that SK Hynix is leveraging its position as a leading supplier of high-bandwidth memory chips, a critical component in AI technology. This IPO is one of the largest trading debuts ever, indicating strong investor appetite for chip makers in the AI supply chain.
So the demand for AI-related technology is driving interest in SK Hynix. How does this impact the broader semiconductor industry?
The strong demand for SK Hynix's shares reflects investor confidence in the semiconductor sector, particularly in companies involved in AI. This could have a positive ripple effect on other chip makers.
That makes sense. What about the specifics of the IPO? Was there anything unusual about the pricing or demand?
The share sale was priced at $149 per ADR, raising about $26.5 billion. The articles indicate that investor demand was robust, highlighting the company's strong position in the market.
Okay, got it. So the IPO was successful and the company is well positioned. Let's move on to the next story.
Statistics Canada reported that the unemployment rate dropped to 6.5% in June as the economy added 18,000 new jobs.
That's a positive development. What were the details of the job gains?
The data showed that the economy added 18,000 jobs, slightly beating expectations. The gain was driven by a significant influx of part-time positions.
Part-time jobs were the main driver. How does that affect the overall labor market picture?
The reporting indicates that while the overall gain was modest, it still signals resilience in the labor market. The unemployment rate edging down to 6.5% is also a positive sign.
Okay, so the labor market is showing some strength. Are there any regional variations in the unemployment rates?
The articles provide a breakdown by province and major cities. It seems there are some fluctuations, but the national average is what's most noteworthy here.
All right, let's move on to the next story.
Kia America has issued a new recall for nearly 460,000 Telluride SUVs due to a fire risk. They are urging owners to park their vehicles outside and away from buildings.
That's a significant recall. What triggered this action?
The recall was initiated after several customers reported fires following previous repairs. Kia is taking precautionary measures to address the potential fire hazard.
So there were previous attempts to fix the issue, but the problem persisted?
Exactly. The articles indicate that despite earlier repairs, some owners still experienced fires, prompting Kia to issue this new recall.
Okay, that's concerning. How are owners being notified, and what is Kia doing to rectify the issue?
The reporting doesn't go into the specifics of the notification process or the repair details, but it emphasizes that owners are being urged to park their vehicles outside as a precaution.
All right, understood. Let's move on to the next story.
Xbox CEO Asha Sharma has joined a Federal Reserve task force focused on productivity and the impact of artificial intelligence on jobs, just days after announcing 3,200 layoffs.
That's an interesting juxtaposition. What is the task force's mandate?
The task force will explore the pace and economic impact of new technologies, including AI, on employment and productivity.
So Asha Sharma is now part of a group examining the effects of AI on jobs while her company is undergoing significant layoffs. How does that play out in the public eye?
The article suggests that this has sparked online debate, with some likely questioning the timing and the implications of her role on the task force given the recent layoffs at Xbox.
Right, it's a bit of a PR challenge. Let's see how this develops.
China has announced a temporary ban on helium exports, effective immediately.
Helium is crucial for various industries, including chip making. What might be driving this decision?
The reporting suggests that China is seeking to prevent domestic shortages of critical materials by curbing exports, possibly in response to supply chain tensions or internal demand.
That makes sense given the geopolitical context. How significant is this ban likely to be for global supply chains?
Helium is a critical component in semiconductor manufacturing, among other uses. A temporary ban could lead to shortages and impact production, especially if other suppliers can't immediately fill the gap.
Okay, so this could have ripple effects across industries that rely on helium. Are there any indications of how long this ban might last?
The articles describe it as a temporary ban, but there's no specific timeline provided.
All right, well, we'll need to keep an eye on this one.
As we've covered all the major stories for today, let's summarize the key points. We've discussed SK Hynix's successful U.S. IPO, Canada's labor market showing resilience, Kia's recall of Telluride SUVs, Xbox CEO Asha Sharma joining a Federal Reserve task force amid layoffs, and China's temporary ban on helium exports.
That's a broad range of topics. It's been informative to explore these stories in depth.
Indeed. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Sonia. Until next time.
That's all for today's discussion. Goodbye.
Goodbye.